So here's a question from Goopy Gobbler. I do not kid. Goopy Gobbler wants to know, why did you guys decide to show your faces on the new album cover? Very astute, because in the previous album covers, it was, you weren't there at all. But
Well, I think it actually, at first we just had this idea for a photo, and then after we started kind of talking about it, we realized it's probably a good idea because with the change that we went through, it's just like an easy way to kind of say, like, here's the band, and, I don't know. That's one thing.
Yeah, I felt like,
doing that.
Yeah, it's true.
We started with the idea without that as the goal.
Right. Yeah, we had an idea. We wanted to we wanted a bunch of people in costumes on the front, but then it turned into, well, this is our record. We worked so hard on it. I feel like we deserve to, we earned it. We should put ourselves on it and be proud of our album. Mm-hmm. So. Yeah.
In addition to the two of you, there's sort of a mysterious figure who's behind you,
looming in the
wearing a mask. And I've heard a rumor that is actually Dallin Weeks. Can you confirm or deny that rumor?
What?
I can't confirm that, but
that's what people are saying.
It is a man. Whoa, they are.
It's a man. It is a man.
It's a man. It is a man in a mask. It's a goat man. I don't know if it needs to be explained.
It's a goat man.
Yeah.
Well, you'll have to keep guessing on that.
Yeah.
So here we go. Okay, well, this is a good question from Storm of Mine. Will there be a special edition of Vices and Virtues like there was for the previous two albums?
There will.
Yeah. We like.
Working on it.
Yeah, we have a lot of extra songs that we've kind of singled out as our favorites for B-sides and stuff. So I think that would be fun to add to the mix.
Yeah. We always try to do as cool of like a box set and special edition that we can, and so yeah, we're kind of working on it right now. Extra artwork and little things to put in there.
Cool. Let's see. Question from Logan Gravy. Who is playing guitar and bass on tour? Now, we know that that Dallin from the Brobecks played on the last tour, and then also we had Ian Crawford from the Cab. Right. Are they still part of the touring band?
They are.
Okay.
They're with us.
Guys,
yeah.
It's really good friends.
Yeah. We're really close with those guys, and they were just awesome enough to kind of clear their schedules with what, Ian was like kind of doing his own thing, playing shows and gigs and little acoustic sets, and we asked him if he could help us out on tour, and he agreed. So we were lucky enough to have some of the most talented musicians touring with us. So it's good.
Awesome.
It's awesome.
Fanta Banta wants to know, will you be doing any UK festivals this year, or is there any possible chance? We're all aware of sort of the infamous writing festival event where you're head
knocked
out
out
of a bottle.
Oh, yeah.
Has that sort of scared you off from the UK festival circuit, or?
Not at all. No, that was, I don't care. They can throw more bottles at me, but
I'm starting the rumor that I planted that guy there just to kind of, so that I could get him out of the way and take center stage for my solo project.
Yeah.
No, I think that we would love to if we have the chance.
Yeah, we love festivals, and that was still in my book, that was like one of the best festivals we've ever played, the best shows we ever played. It was pretty amazing to like be knocked out in front of a huge group of people and then just get up and like not really know what was going on, so it didn't really affect me. I was just kind of like, did that just happen? Right. I was okay. Well, let's just keep going. I don't feel bad. So
yeah, the awesome thing is that you got up and kept playing.
Right. Yeah.
Like the show was really good.
Yeah.
And nobody threw like anything after, and there were even bands after us that played that were getting things like thrown at them.
Yeah.
It was like, well,
it's kind of like we earned it.
Yeah. They were like, all
like
right.
initiation sort of.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of this is kind of what happens. I mean, you play the writing festival, like there's going to be stuff that's hurled in your direction, and you just have to learn how to.
See, we were lucky that it was just full soda bottles and water bottles, because there were like batteries. There was a guy driving golf balls at Fall Out Boy when they played, and
they found a guy like way in the back,
actually
with
off
a golf
on a
club.
hill, like driving into the stage. It's crazy.
No, really.
That's
So we were fortunate. Yeah.
So yeah, it could have been much worse.
Could have been a lot worse. Yeah.
All right, here's a question from. I'm going to ask these two questions together because they sort of have a similar theme. There's one from Burn Dallas Burn it down, who says, what were you guys like back in high school, shy, outgoing, etc.? And then the follow-up question from Sogalmost, Sogalmosth. Yes.
Oh, Sog almost?
Sog almost. There you go. Thank you for that. Yeah. Who wants to know, what would 16-year-old you think of you now? So what were you like in
those
high
are fun
school, and what would you
questions.
think of it?
I was kind of looked at as a nerd, but I was really, I've always been really enthusiastic, really energetic. So I was always trying to make people laugh, always trying to like be the class clown. Always got in trouble for that. But yeah, I wasn't popular at all. I was just, I have like a very small group of friends. And yeah, I was just, I guess I was popular in the sense that I was known as the kid that was just like a spaz. I was like a spaz, you know. And what would 16-year-old me think of me? I think he'd be impressed. He'd be like, okay, well, you've worked hard, and glad to see where you've ended up. I think I'd be impressed with myself. Safe to say.
Yeah. Well, we didn't actually go to high school together, so most of the time I was just like, you know, spending as little amount of time to just, you know, pass all my classes to get out and go to band practice. So same thing, like just had like a small group of friends, and nobody really knew who I was. So I think 16-year-old me would be like, all right,
Look at you.
Haha, look
good,
at me now.
good job, I guess. Awesome show, great job.
Right. Great jacket, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Awesome show, great
Oh,
job.
great jacket.
This is an interesting question from Mr. Indigo XXX. There we go. Mr. Indigo XXX wants to know, what role do you feel you play in shaping the culture of the generation? It's kind of heavy. It's a heavy question.
That's profound.
But, you know, I mean, you guys are, you know, still young, and were really young when you started, so I think that there's a lot of fans who sort of like look up to you as role models. This just sort of happens because you're a similar age. Do you feel at all? Like, do you feel like there's a responsibility to you because you're a lot the same age as your fans, or does it even cross your mind?
I don't know. I don't know. Like, I think the only thing I've ever think about is that, you know, the bands that we loved when we were in high school are the reason why we decided to try to be musicians and be in a band for a living. So if by us doing that, if fans of our band decide to, you know, become musicians like that one person said, and if that changes their life in that way, then that's awesome. But I don't know. It's too heavy to think about.
Yeah, we can't really. I don't know if we're
the other
like
stuff.
life lesson teachers or anything as profound as that. So, you know.
Well,
We're just here to party, man.
Here's a question from Val Brooks. Speaking of, not that you are a life lesson
Say
teacher.
Mel Brooks?
Val Brooks.
Oh,
Val.
sorry.
Yeah.
Wow, sorry.
Awesome.
Yeah. Mel isn't still up at this time, so
Okay.
no questions for Mel yet. But Val wants to know, do you have any advice for Paramore? Obviously, Paramore just went through a difficult breakup, which seems a lot messier than what yours was. But, you know, as far as dusting yourself off, picking yourself up, and, you know, going forward, do you have any advice to give to Haley and the rest of the guys?
I mean, we've known them for a while, and they're all pretty resilient. I think that they, you know, can handle it pretty safely on their own. I don't know if we'd have any advice to give them, other than keep on keeping on.
Yeah, and like I think with the personal relationship stuff, we've actually talked to Ryan and John. There was, a few months after we split where we weren't talking at all, and since then, it's great. Like, you know, there's not any tension or any resentment. So I would just say, like, it's not musical stuff, but just, you know, eventually everybody will get over their things, and just like if you were good friends, just try to keep that going.
Cool. And then last question before we get to the song, and this one comes from Jose Says, who says, "Will Panic at the Disco live forever?"
We're working on that.
Yeah, we're working on Eternal Life, so I don't know how it's going to pan out, but we're trying.
Right. One day at a time.
Exactly.
One day at a time. There.
Exactly.
And so speaking of new days, again, your new single, The Battle of Mona Lisa, is out, available for digital download tomorrow. And why don't you give the fans at home a little peek of what they can have?
We would love to.
All right.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Sure.
Now's my chance. Isn't there a rocker or something I can show?
Yeah.
bottles of gin and takes a moment to assess the sin she paid for. A lonely speaker in a conversation, words are swimming through his ears again. There's nothing wrong with just a taste of what you paid for. Say what you mean, tell me I'm right, and let the sun rain down on me. Give me a sign, I wanna believe. Whoa, Mona Lisa, guaranteed to run this town. Whoa, Mona Lisa, I pay to see you frown. Something called desperation. Another dollar, another day. And if she had the proper words to say, she would tell him. But she had nothing left to sell him. Say what you mean, tell me I'm right, and let the sun rain down on me. Give me a sign, I wanna believe. Whoa, Mona Lisa, you're guaranteed to run this town. Whoa, Mona Lisa, I'd pay to see you fly. Say what you mean, tell me I'm right, and let the sun rain down on me. Give me a sign, I wanna believe. Whoa, Mona Lisa, you're guaranteed to run this town. Whoa, Mona Lisa, hate to see you frown. Say what you mean, tell me I'm right, and let the sun rain down on me. Give me a sign, I wanna believe.
That was awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for that.
Oh.
Ballad of Mona Lisa, available for digital download tomorrow. Be sure to go and get it. Vices and Virtues out March 29th. And we'll be looking for you on the road sometime later this year. Guys, thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. Great talking to you. Thank you for watching at home, and we'll see you again next time.